It's the All-Star Game. The Champions League first annual All-Star Game. The Darren King League and the Nick Leahy League. The winner will host the World Series. Well, we're here. This is a celebration here at Baltimore's Memorial Stadium. The world champion gets to host the All-Star Game the next year. And right now, the 1970 Orioles have had one heck of a ride. It doesn't mean you're a home team, but it does mean that you are, you get to host it, and it's in your ballpark. Doesn't mean you bat last, though. And as you take a look today, this is going to be one really big game. One of the reasons that it's such a big game is because we don't know about the pitching versus hitting dynamic. And we have different, pitchers here today. There's a ton of them. And when you take a look at all-star games, you're going to see a lot of people, with different, I'll tell you what, it's just going to be all different, subbing in, subbing out. It's really hard in all-star games to predict who's going to win because when you get hot, you move out and you get one at-bat, so you don't get a chance later on to warm up. You just get one at-bat and you have to take everything. When you're taking a look at this game, this is just, it's hard to tell who has the best. It just really, honestly, is difficult. When you look at the lineup for the Darren King League, you see teams that are really, they're pretty good. When you see the Darren King League, sorry about this, you see Willie McGee leading off. This guy's hitting .427, and Jose Altuve is hitting .431. And Frank Robinson is hitting .407. That's in 50 games against world champion teams. That's really good. Chris Bryant, the left fielder, he's hitting .350. My goodness. You have 20 home runs, 17. Boog Powell is hitting 19 home runs. Manny Ramirez with 10. This Darren King league has power, and they hit for averages. On the other side, it's a little less averages, though Al Oliver and Al Simmons are hitting over 400. They're a little more balanced, but they also have a little bit of power also. Not as much, though. But it's funny, Jimmy Dykes, who's hitting .355, and last year his picture looked very morbid. Oh my goodness, if you go back to those old games on my Facebook page, oh dear God, Jimmy Dykes' picture was crazy. But when you take a look at other people like Ken Singleton, another Oriole, Mickey Cochrane, my goodness, you're getting power. Everybody has double-digit home runs except for Willie McGee in the Darren King League and Jimmy Dykes, but he plays in an unbelievably big ballpark, and Mickey Cochrane has 10 of those home runs. Starting as John Lackey versus Stephen Wright. We're going to get to probably all the pitchers. It's just the way it is. But now we're about ready to go for the national anthem. And because this is a fun game, this is one of those games, it's a special game, we pull out the special national anthem. The national anthem that we reserve for really big games. All 4 verses of the national anthem. You're only used to hearing one, but now you're going to hear all 4 of them. Here we go. The national anthem, all 4 verses. Well, there we go. That is the entire national anthem. That is one heck of a long song, but it's a good one. Not many people get to hear the entire thing. Well, we're ready to go here in Baltimore. The pregame festivities are done, and we're about to be underway here in Baltimore's Memorial Stadium. The winner gets to host the World Series. So here we go. It's Stephen Wright starting off against Willie McGee. Stephen Wright, he has no record, and no, he's not given up an earned run yet. He's going to start off against Willie McGee, the center fielder, and we're ready to go, and we're going to be underway here. So the pitch that's going to be hit. This will be short to first, and we got one out here in the All-Star game. You're going to see a lot of this. Chase Utley will come up. Jose Altuve will come up next. And Jose Altuve, there you can see the defensive lineup. It is Stephen Wright pitching, Mickey Cochran catching, Herbeck at first, Utley at second, Jimmy Dykes, the shortstop, Richie Hebner at third, Ken Singleton in right, Al Oliver in center field, and Al Simmons in left. Well, you have McGee, Altuve, Frank Robinson, Chris Bryant, Boog Powell, Manny Ramirez, Correa, Napoli, and Turner. So here comes Jose Altuve. That one is going to be pitched high, 1-0. So big for Jose Altuve. Let's going to be a knuckleball, and it's going to be 2-0. So Stephen Wright, there's the pitch. He's the Boston Red Sox 3-0. Jose Altuve, the Houston Astro. The Astros, that's going to be ball 4, and he walks them. There's going to be a runner at first, and here's Frank Robinson of the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore of 1969 and 1971 are doing very good this year. They're doing absolutely incredible. Now, 69, that's going to be a high pop fly, left field, and underneath it's going to be caught 2 outs. But Baltimore is really playing well. The 69 and 71, 1970, the one that actually won it all, is having problems. Chris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs will be up next, and that's going to be high, ball 1. So Chris Bryant, the Cubs are really good. They are near the top of their league, and the Darren King League, they're up there. That'll be 2-0, and a wild pitch there. That'll be high, and it'll be 3-0. So the Chicago Cubs are up. And Chris Bryant is good this year, 350, 17 home runs, 54 RBI. And the pitch, that's going to be a strike. It's up high. And now it's going to be a full count, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Walked him, and he'll go to first base, so it'll be first and second here in the top of the first inning. A lot of nerves. You know, you only get 1, 2, maybe 2 chances. Stephen Wright has given up. He's walked the last 2. And here's Boog Powell. You remember last year, Boog Powell for the 1970 Orioles won a playoff series. They were down by 1 run in the 7th game, 1 on, 1 out, and he hit one over, and unbelievable. That was incredible. So 1-1 to Boog Powell. It'll be low, it'll be 2-1. So Powell would like to get on. That's going to be fouled away, 2-2. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. They might be They're going to be running on this pitch. Altuve and Bryant will be running. The pitch. He walked them. 3 walks in a row. He got the first 2. Usually it's the other way around. You get 3 walks and then 2 hitters. Here's Manny Ramirez. And Boston has had some good teams. They have. They're not as dominant as last year, and that's going to be a ball 1-0. But they are just as good. 20th pitch, a swing and a miss there. The first pitch was actually hit for an out. A swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2, and he's a strike away from getting out of here. Ramirez is the DH today. He's hitting .390, 10 home runs, 45 RBI. The pitch struck him out, and a big strikeout with the bases loaded. And at the end of the first inning, the top of the first inning, it is 0-0. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Pitching is John Lackey of the Cubs. He's 5-0, a .238 ERA. And he's pitched 53 innings. He's only given up 42 hits and only 14 earned runs. He struck out 53 and walked 12, a .238 ERA. And here's Paul Molitor of the Blue Jays to start off. The Blue Jays are very disappointing this year. They started off very good, and we thought, oh, both these Toronto teams are stacked. But then they've cooled off. That's going to be a strike to Molitor. Molitor will foul it off 0-2. So both Blue Jay teams are looking into the playoffs. A strikeout, and Paul Molitor goes down, and it'll be 1 out. Here's Ken Hrbek. Now Hrbek, I'll tell you what, the 1991 Minnesota Twins Swing and a miss there for a strike. Last year, they missed the playoffs by a big margin, not as much as the 87 Twins. But the 91 Twins this year are very, there's a strike. Oh my goodness. Even for an all-star game, that was unique. The 0-2. Same spot, and it's outside. It was almost more inside than that last pitch. But Ken Herbeck, he's somebody that is really helping the 91 Twins. That's a shot, and picked up by first baseman. That'll be an out there. Boog Powell. Boog Powell, his home stadium. And here's Al Oliver hitting .426. .426 for Al Oliver, and that's going to be fouled off. John Lackey early on. That's going to be down low, 1-1. 2 outs. And Al Oliver of the Pirates. The Pirates are looking very good. 71 and 72 are up there. But 79 is struggling. They're a couple games out. And Al Oliver gets a first base hit of the All-Star game. And a base hit here at Memorial Stadium. Remember last year they played at all the ballparks that were common. Here's Al Simmons, 413, 22 home runs, 64 RBI. He's probably the MVP of the entire Champions League right now. Definitely of his league. I'm thinking Frank Robinson is coming up close. Simmons, and this will just be one. That's all they need. And that's going to end the inning. Well, one hit in the first inning. The score, Darren King League, nothing. And the Nick Leahy League, nothing. As we begin the second inning, now coming up is Correa, Napoli, and Turner. And Carlos Correa, the shortstop for Houston. Now Houston of 2019 is not that great, but Houston of 2017 is good. And here's Steve Carlton. This guy will strike out everybody. Steve Carlton pitches this inning. He's 4-2. He has his stats in the lower right, but I want to show you 109 strikeouts to 22 walks. And he's got the bottom of the order, so this is going to be big. Carlton, and that's going to be a strike. Here in the All-Star game, the winner will host the World Series. It'll be 0-2. The Champions League All-Time World Series. The league, the wins here will host. It's going to be a ball. Well, Correa, the shortstop. He's hitting really good for a shortstop. That's going to be a pop fly to right field. And underneath, and making the catch will be 1 out. Very big, as Singleton will get it. So Ken Singleton in right field. Ken is Cincinnati. No, he is Baltimore. And like they always say, as I'm trying to, sorry about this, where is the out-of-town scoreboard? Right there. You don't need it. There are no games. No games in the out-of-town scoreboard. And that's going to be a strike. Napoli, the catcher. That's going to be a shot to left field. And that's going to be the first base hit of the day for the Darren King League. So the Darren King League gets their first base hit. And it's going to leave Napoli at first. The Texas Rangers, both Texas Rangers teams are doing very good. Now here's Justin Turner, the third baseman, hitting very well. LA of 2020 is one of the worst teams in baseball. But LA of 2019 is not bad. 2017 is not bad. That's going to be 2 strikes. Steve Carlton is doing so well today. This will be his 9th pitch, but he's given up a hit. Be 1-2. He needs to get that stereotypical strikeout. And that's going to be a shot. Second. And there we go to short to first. 4-6-3. And that's the double play. They go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, well, it's still scoreless. Well, as you take a look at the bottom of the second inning, Hebner, Dykes, and Utley, Joe Musgrove is pitching. He only has a 1.60 ERA, and Richie Hebner will be in, hitting .387, 17 home runs, and already 51 RBIs. Remember, there's 102 games in the regular season. That's going to be a ball up high. So when you have 102 games, that's really big. And we're halfway through. We're on number, I believe, 48 coming up tomorrow, 48 and 49. Hebner will foul it off. They had 3 walks to load the bases up in the first inning, and that was about it. It'll be 3-1. 3-1. That's going to be a shot to right field and a base hit. So a big base hit here for Nick Leahy League. The Nick Leahy League, he gets one on with nobody out. And here's Jimmy Dykes. He's now hitting .355, 6 home runs, 31 RBI, and he's one of the better shortstops. Remember, the fields were absolutely terrible back then, so you had a little more errors. Musgrove, the 0-1, it's going to be inside, 1-1. The Philadelphia A's are doing incredibly good. They started off really hot at 29 A's. And then all of a sudden they cooled off, but they're still in the top third in the league. Solidly in playoff position right now. The 3-1. That's going to be fouled off. They were qualifiers to get in. And boy, were they good qualifiers. That's going to be fouled away, 3-2. 3-2 with nobody out. High pop fly. It's going to veer foul, and it'll go foul. Again, it'll be a full count for Jimmy Dykes. And it hit him. And Jimmy will go to first. And that is Richie Hebner will go to second. So now there are 2 on with nobody out. And Joe Musgrove is in a little bit of trouble as now you have Chase Utley. There are no easy outs. That'll be a strike right down the middle. You can't just give up. You can't just give up pitches in this league. Now Chase Utley for the Phillies are below 500, both 2008 and 2009. The 1-2. That's going to be fouled off. The strike zone today is a little wider. The 1-2 and a strikeout there. And that definitely is helping the pitching today as there's 1 out. Ken Singleton of the Baltimore Orioles. You wonder why there are Orioles on both sides? Well, they're different years. It's going to be low ball 1. There are a lot of Orioles that have made both teams, and that's going to be a shot. Could be 2. That's a 4-6-3 double play, the second one of the game. And at the end of 2 innings, it's still 0-0. So we're going to go to the top of the 3rd. Very beginning of the lineup again, Willie McGee. And that's going to be down low for a ball. Pitching is Joe Anderson. He's 3-0 with a 1.40 ERA. I mean, my goodness, some of these pitchers are really good. It'll be 1-1. Willie McGee is 0 for 1 today. That's going to be down low. 2-1. 2-1. And McGee's going to hit it to short. Can he leg this out? And they'll throw to first, and they got him! Oh, what a play! And that was a big one by Jimmy Dykes. All of a sudden, that is big for him. And here's Jose Altuve, who walked in the first. One of 3 people who walked. And that's going to be a strike, but this again is another pitcher. Here's Joe Henderson. They keep putting in a new one every inning. It's an all-star game. It'll be 0-2. Well, you would love if all of a sudden we go extras in this. The question is, it's been a very balanced game. Altuve is hitting .431, and that's going to be a shot. Again, Jimmy Dykes, and again he makes the play, and it's 2 outs. Jimmy is just so good there, and he made it a lot on his defensive abilities. But again, he's hitting .355, which is pretty good. Here's Frank Robinson, who's 0 for 1 today. And Frank will foul that one back. It'll be 0-1. So they're just going through everybody and the best pitchers. You don't care about pitch counts today. Here they go again with 1-1. That's going to be whacked foul, and it's 1-2. Frank Robinson. Oh, so big for him. Remember last year he was on base, and Boog Powell hit that home run. We don't have the years on these players whenever they're making it. We just have the players. You might see duplicates because of different years. The 3-2 to Frank Robinson. High pop fly center field, and making the catch easily in center field is Al Oliver. At the end of the top of the third, we're still scoreless. So here we go in the bottom of the third inning. You got Mickey Cochran again of Philadelphia A. They're doing well. Molitor, then Herbeck again. And for the Nick Leahy League, they're trying to get their first run. These first batters are so big, and that's going to be a ball. Jeff Sellers is in. No, oh my God, I don't know. Well, I guess that's all-star, and I guess they want to get him out of the way with, hoping that he gets 3 up, 3 down. He starts off 2-0. Now, this is what they were hoping to get, as you might get a 400 hitter or 2 up here. And against Jeff Sellers, that looks good. It's going to be 3-0. You don't want to pull people from an all-star game, but Sellers will throw that one for a strike. So it'll be the 3-1 here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, and that'll be fouled back 3-2. Mickey Cochran, the last batter of the starters to come up. High pop fly, center field, and underneath it should make the catch, and he does very easily. That's Willie McGee, 1 out. And here's Paul Molitor, who's the DH for today. For the Nick Leahy All-Stars, he is the DH. Sellers' first pitch is going to be a strike. Boston, though it was, oh my God, look at that zone. Look at that zone. They are expanding the all-star zone here. That's going to be a shot. Sellers will pick it up. They'll throw to first, and they got 2. This is a tough game. You're not getting a lot of outs. And here comes Ken Herbeck. The Twins are a surprise this year. The 91 Twins are unbelievable. You know, a lot of people are making comparisons of the 70 Orioles of last year and the 91 Twins of this year. But the 70 Orioles, as that's a high pop fly, they were 4th in the entire league last year. Remember that. And underneath, and they're going to make the catch and end the inning. Well, at the end of 3 innings, the score is still 0-0. Well, we go to the 4th inning. Top of the 4th inning here. And in is Clay Condrey. Clay Condrey of the Phillies. He's 167 as a pitcher. And here's Chris Bryant. And here's Clay Condrey. And that's going to be a strike. Say what you will about the All-Star selections. You notice the faces at the bottom. Chris Bryant is smiling and Clay Condrey is kind of They show their expression whether they're on a streak or not. So if you see somebody mad like Condrey, he's on a downturn. If you see somebody happy like Bryant, as it's 1-2, he's on a upturn. And Chris Bryant, I guess he walked today, but here's the 1-2. And Bryant to third. Picked up and gobbled up. That'll be an out, 1 out. And here comes Boog Powell. I guess I don't know. Boog was up last time. Maybe he walked. I don't know. But Clay Condrey again. He gets an out. That's all they need. So the 1-0, Condrey to Powell. And that's going to be hit. Condrey will pick it up right to him, and he'll throw to first, 2 outs. 2 outs for Manny Ramirez, who's 0 for 1 today. That's going to be a strike. Usually you let it 2 times through the lineup, then you start making subs. This will be the end of the 4th inning when that'll happen. There's two strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. That's going to be fouled again. They got these good pitchers in here. We might see the extra runner on second base, the tiebreaker rule in effect. The 0-2. That's going to be a ball, 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs. Struck him out, and that's going to be the end of the inning. After 3.5, the Darren King and Nick Leahy All-Stars are all tied at 0. Well, I'll tell you what, that this game is, I don't know if you want to say flying by, but Al Red Sox fan, hey, hopefully everything's good with you. I hope you listen to this broadcast again. Great channel if you're listening. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Oliver Simmons and Hebner will come up. The Nick Leahy All-Stars are now up. That's going to be a strike. Kurt Schilling of the Boston Red Sox is pitching. He's pitching at .342. He'll be 0-2 to Al Oliver, who's 1 for 1 today. Oliver to deep right field, and this one will be caught. Almost. And that's going to be Frank Robinson with the catch. And here's Al Simmons. I thought we had something here. Schilling of the 0-4 Red Sox. It'll be a ball, 1-0. So Kurt, I will tell you this much. That's going to be a shot and a base hit. So I forgot to see who that was that was up. That's Al Simmons. Al Simmons. I'll tell you what, MVP of this year, and now Richie Hebner. Kurt Schilling's got to be careful a little bit here, even though it's an all-star game. That's going to be a high strike. Man, it is a big strike zone today. This will be to left field, and a line drive and a catch. That'll be 2 outs. Nobody can get anything going here. Here's Jimmy Dykes. Jimmy, high pop fly, center field. This might, no, it's going to die out. And that's going to be the catch there. So that's going to be it. The 4th inning is done. And I don't think anybody's been on third base except for the 1st inning. All right, well, we go to the top of the 5th inning. You got Correa, Napoli, and Turner. Correa is 0 for 1 today and takes the first pitch for a strike. And here's Clay Condrey. He's still pitching. They still got him pitching. You wonder about this. It's going to be fouled off. They might be waiting a little bit for Correa. They might be picking or choosing. That's going to be inside ball 1 as Carlos Correa 0 for 1 today. Might like the matchup here, and they kept them going, and Condrey the strikeout. It's hard for a pitcher to win MVP unless you strike every single person out. And Clay Condrey has 2 strikeouts in the All-Star game because there's so many pitchers, and the batters are going to have more attempts to do what they need to do. Mike Napoli is 1 for 1. Napoli's going to foul that off, and it'll be 1-1 with 1 out. And that's going to be a strike, 1-2 with 1 out. So Clay Condrey trying to get another one, and that's going to be fouled off again. Condrey is up to 21 pitches, my goodness. That's going to be a base hit to right field, and that'll be a single. Right there, I think that should be it for Condrey. And yep, Guillermo Mota will come in. Guillermo, I'll tell you what, the Giants of San Francisco 2012, they're one of the better teams. They're one of the much better teams. They're going to make noise. They are in the playoffs. And they got Guillermo Mota. He's 1-1, 25 innings pitched, 20 hits he's given up. He's struck out 16, walked 5, 3 earned runs, a ERA of 1.08, and he goes to Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1 today, and that's going to be inside, and a ball. So 1-0, 1 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss here, 1-1. Justin Turner, third base. That'll be nipped a little bit, 1-2. Mota, I'll tell you what, the Giants are just incredible. And a strikeout, and Mota looks good here, and there's 2 outs. 2 outs, 1 on. Here comes Willie McGee, who's 0 for 2. 10 stolen bases on the year. It's going to be inside for a ball. Mota would like another strikeout here. That'll be fouled back, 1-1. St. Louis, Willie McGee in 1985, they're underperforming right now. They are. It's the 3rd. There's a base hit, but he can't outrun the man at second, and he's just going to go 1st and 2nd. With 2 outs. If he were on 2nd, he might have scored. But there's going to be 2 outs, and here comes Jose Altuve. Jose Altuve. That's going to be fouled off, 0-1. Here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs. Mota the pitch. It's going to be inside 1-1. 0-0 here in Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. The home of the 1970 Orioles that won it all last year. The 2 strikes. It'll be 2-2. There's a lot. That's going to be to left field. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is fair. And you're going to see 1-run score. Jose Altuve with the RBI in the 5th inning. And this one is going to be 1-0. As the glitch may be 2. Jose Altuve has just hit a 2-run double. And it is 2-0 Darren King lead. It was hard to see whether he went or not. And it is 2-0. Jose Altuve, a huge RBI. 2 outs, and here comes George Springer. He's a pinch hitter. He's third in the Darren King League with RBIs at 55. And Mota started out well. And now he is drifting. The 0-1. High pop fly left field. And this thing will go foul, and it will barely. 2 strikes quickly to George Springer. High and inside, 1-2. They got Altuve on second. That's going to be a shot to third. Picked up. And oh, he had to reach, and he did. Jose Altuve, a 2-run double here in the top of the 5th. It's 2-0. All right, so we're about ready to go. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, here's Chase Utley against Kurt Schilling. They're keeping Kurt Schilling in. And Schilling, that's going to be a strike. So Chase is 0 for 1 in the day. Oh, and it hits. Oh, my goodness. Former Philly hits 2008 and 2009 Philly. And he hits them, and here's Singleton. Throw to first, he's going to be safe. The second hit batter of the day. Singleton, the right fielder. It's going to be away 1-0. And Singleton 0 for 1, hoping the hometown guy in his own stadium. So Schilling has 1 on, and all of a sudden he's gone 3-0. The pitch. And he walked him. So Schilling has walked 2. He's hit 1 batter and he's walked the other one. And we go to the bottom of the 5th right now. Here comes Mickey Cochran. Mickey Cochran, the catcher, he's 0 for 1 today. They're looking to tie this thing up. This has become good. That's going to be a weird strike. Look at that. So Schilling's got to get out of this jam. Swing and a miss here. Already 2 strikes to Cochran. He's aggressive. He's a hit away from 400, really. And it'll be 1-2. Of course, stats aren't today. They don't go into your season stats. 1-2. That'll be 2-2. 2 on, nobody out. The 2-2. That's going to be fouled off again. Trying to get this first out is Kurt Schilling. To Mickey Cochran, and it'll be 3-2. He could load the bases up for Paul Molitor. The 3-2. High pop fly to right field. It's deep enough, and this is gone! A home run! Mickey Cochran on a 3-2 pitch. And Kurt Schilling, he walked the first 2 batters, and he's given up 3 runs on 1 hit in this inning. Mickey Cochran, a 3-run home run, and Schilling will stay in. And here's Albert Pujols. I don't know whether it's a 2011 or 2013 Cardinals, but Pujols is lighting it up for both. And that's going to be fouled off. Both those teams for the Cardinals are doing very well. In fact, they had a 13-game winning streak. Oh, right by the head. Schilling doesn't have it today. He had it the first inning, kind of, and now he hasn't had it this inning. The 3-1. And it's going to be ball 4, and I think Schilling, this should be it. It is. Here's Pat Dobson. Dobson, he's a 7-2 pitcher. A 2.59 ERA, struck out 76, walked 13. And Pat Dobson right now will try and clean this up. That'll be an immediate strike. We still don't have an out. Robin Yount comes in. What a surprise. The 82 Milwaukee Brewers. The 82 Brewers are really, really good. As Pujols is coming in, Robin Yount is coming in. The 82 Brewers are in the last playoff position right now. And that's going to be a strike. In the Nick Leahy League, they are the last place. They're 16th out of 52. They start out horrible. They've been playing really good, and Yount strikes out. So that's going to be 1 out. Dwight Evans, oh, the 75 Boston Red Sox, Dwight Evans. They're starting to get into the pinch hitters, and this is deep, and this one is going to be caught in the deep center field portion of Memorial Stadium. It's going to be 2 outs. And here's Al Simmons, the left fielder. He's 1 for 2 today. They're keeping him in. He's the left fielder. He's on fire, though. Pat Dobson, and that's going to be fouled off. Well, I mean, Mickey Cochran with the 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be a strike here, 0-2. The 0-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be the end of the inning. They get 3 without an out, and then they get 3 outs to score. 3-2, the Nick Leahy League is taking the lead. Well, this game is taking a little bit. That's all right. It's an all-star game. And right now it is in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Chris Bryant, who's 0 for 1 today. Bryant. Oh, an inside pitch, ball 1. Floyd Schiffer. Look at Floyd Schiffer, man. He is looking angry. Floyd Schiffer, the 1984 San Diego Padres. That's going to be fouled back. Schiffer was one of the people in the big fight they had against Atlanta in real life in 1984. And that's going to be high. It'll be ball 2, 2-1. Chris Bryant, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. That's going to be ball 3 down low. Floyd Schiffer, the 84 Padres. They're not having a great year. They're not. Swing and a miss here. It'll be 3-2. Top of the 6th inning. They got power. And he struck him out, and Floyd Chipper's looking good here with a strikeout. And now here comes Anthony Rizzo, another Cub. He's hitting .374, 15 home runs, and 40 RBI. And Chipper wants to get all 3 out and strikeouts in this inning. That's going to be a foul ball. That's one thing, is you get aggressive pitching here. Nobody wants to pitch around. You go, you try and make yourself look out to be the best player in the game. High pop fly to left field and underneath, and they're going to make a catch, 2 outs. It certainly has been a pitching day. Just the 5th inning, that's been it. Here's Miguel Cabrera from Detroit. Detroit, it's either the 2006 and 2012. Oh, high and in. So these pitches have been going wild. These 2 leagues, they don't play each other. This will be 3rd to 1st, and this will end the inning. That's it. The end of the top of the 6th. It's still the Nick Leahy League leading the Darren King League 3-2. Oh, I had that up the whole time. I hate when I do that. Sometimes I just keep it up. I really do, and I hate when I do that, because then it gets a little bit, you look at it, you're like, what the heck? You can't see the action through the huge block lettering. But Richie Hebner, he's 1 for 2 today. He'll come up, and that's going to be low ball 1. Pat Dobson, he's in his 2nd inning of work here in the All-Star game, to left field. This one could make it 4-2, and it will make it 4-2. A home run and a big score here. It's 4-2. Richie Hebner, the Pittsburgh Pirate. Hebner, 464 feet. Oh my goodness. And he puts a little bit of buffer on that. Richie Hebner has a 4-2 lead. Well, I'll tell you what, those Pirate teams, as Jimmy Dykes will come back up, those Pirate teams are looking really good. 71 and 72. Of course, 72 qualified into this league. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So here's Dobson, the hometown guy. Give it, oh, and he hit him. Dobson, bottom of the 6th here, 4-2, and here comes Chase Utley. That's going to be a ball. David Cone comes in. David Cone, out of the late 90s New York dynasty, 6-1 this year. He's having a good year, and it's high and inside. 2-0. Nobody out. They scored, nobody out. That'll be a strike, 2-1. Got a little bit of a buffer. Jimmy Dykes, a home run. He might be MVP of this game. That'll be foul back. It wasn't Jimmy Dykes' home run, it was Richie Hebner. Hebner's 2 for 3. That's going to be a base hit. And now that Nick Leahy League is looking good, they're going to go to 3rd. They're going to throw to 3rd. Are they going to make it? And he won't make it. He's safe, and it's 1st and 3rd now. All they got to do is get it out. Here's Ken Singleton, who's 0 for 1 today. They're putting up on the platter for him to do something. David Cone. High pop fly. Or is this going to be a sacrifice? And 5-2. They're going to throw home. They're going to have a play at the plate. Is this going to be Ray Fosse all over again? We got a safe, and it's 5-2. 5-2. He's safe. The throw just wasn't good enough by Willie McGee. And it's now 5-2. Richie Hebner with the home run in this inning. and a sacrifice fly. And that's going to be 2-0. Well, these pitchers, David Cohn is not right now finding anything. It's 3-0. Mickey Cochran is 1 for 2 with a 3-run shot. It'll be 3-1. Mickey Cochran could be the MVP. I don't know. Seems like hitting-wise, you have to do a little bit more than just hit a home run. You got a couple people. This could be a double play. 4-6-3, and they get the double play, and they end the inning. A home run by Hebner and a sacrifice fly, and it is 5-2. Well, I'll tell you what right now, that this game is pretty much, this game is Nick Leahy League. And this is big because the winner of the Nick Leahy League gets to host the World Series if this holds up. Carlos Correa 0 for 2. And the pitch, it's going to be inside, 1-1. Roy Chiffer. This will be pitch number 12, and it'll be high, 2-1. Floyd to Carlos Correa. Floyd had a really good inning last inning. It'll be 3-1. Are they going to give the Darren King League a chance? And that's going to be a shot. This will be short. He'll throw to first. Will they get him? Yes, they do. 1 out. That's Jimmy Dykes. And a new pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. Madison Bumgarner is 244, 6-1. Struck out 73, only walked 11. Here's Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench is always good in so many Reds teams in this league. I mean, you got 70, 72, 75, 76. The 76 Reds are just playing so well. And that'll be short to first. And another out. That'll be 2 outs. This is big time. Big time, really. They need some hits here. Some 2-out lightning. Here's Justin Turner of the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2 today. Going to be inside, 1-1. That's going to be fouled off again, 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs. Struck him out, and that's going to be the end of the inning. And guess what? We go to the 7th inning stretch, and today we have a special 7th inning stretch for you. This is the one by the game, but after this is done, we're going to have a special one for you. All right, now we're going to have a special 7th inning stretch for you. Sit back and enjoy one of the best 7th inning stretches we could give you.
This is the last time this year, so let me hear you. Good and loud. All right, Gary. On 1. On 2. On 3. Take me out to the root for the Cubbies. At the old ball game.
All right, so there you go, Harry Carey, one of the best. We'll bring him out for Cubs games also, especially in the playoffs. Jim Bibby will come in against Albert Pujols. And the Nick Leahy League, they're going to try and get a little bit more, as it's going to be 1-0. Pujols, I'll tell you what, right now, the Cardinals looking good of 11-13. Swing and a miss here, it'll be 1-2. Jim Bibby of the 79 Pirates, you can tell by the uniform. And Bibby, they are down in the standings. Really, the Pirates are. Will Clark now. Will Clark of the 1989 Giants. They're making a little bit of a resurgence, and Will Clark gets hit. Clark will go to first. There's been a lot of hit batters today. Here's George Foster. The throw to first, he's safe. Bibby against Foster, swing and a miss, 0-1. George Foster, I don't know which Reds team for Foster, but I will tell you what. He's hitting 355 in May. He's hitting 309. Be 1-2. At home, he's actually hitting 423 at home. But he's not at home. He's going to dribble that to Bibby. They're going to throw to second. They get one. They throw to first. They get a double play. It's 1-4-3. And we go to the 8th inning. This thing is still 5-2. I forgot to put it down again. If I don't do it immediately, then I keep that thing up. I hate it. And sometimes I wish that I would not just keep it up like that. I forget. If I don't do it immediately, I'll forget. Here's Kirk Gibson, 1988. You know this. The 88 Dodgers, a really bad year this year. But he's hitting 342, 20 home runs, and 48 RBI. Be 1-1. He also is of the 1984 Detroit Tigers. That'll be fouled off 1-2. That's Bumgardner trying to get a strikeout, and he can't do it again. So Gibson the 1-2. Struck him out, and there goes Gibson. 1 out. There's Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton, a pinch hitter. Luis Tion. Oh, the high leg kick, and that's going to be a low for a ball. Luis Tion, 1975 Boston Red Sox. They're making a comeback. They are. I know if you're a Red Sox fan, you're loving it. You're watching the stats every day going, they're making a comeback. They might make the playoffs. They need a good second half. They need to play about 10 games over 500. They need to go, I would say, about 33 and 23 in the last games to make. I think they could do it. 3-1 now to Josh Hamilton from Tion. And Hamilton to right field. And underneath. And that's going to be an out. Short, and it'll be 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning, George Springer now. Springer, and that'll be a base hit. So Springer gets on. It's like, who's George Springer? And I'm sure a lot of people know George Springer. I haven't been able to introduce him. And Springer gets on first. He's now playing right field. But here's Jeff Kent. He's a pinch hitter. All-Star game. And Tion. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 with 2 outs. That's going to be 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2 with 2 outs. They need something here. The pitch. No, in the dirt, it'll be 2-2. Well, I'll tell you what, if the Red Sox at 75 get in, that'll be interesting. Inside, it'll be 3-2. They got a couple All-Stars here today. You don't need to have a team, an All-Star person from your team. Tion. And that's going to be a number. Second to first, and that should be it, and it is. That's it. Go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-2. So we got to the bottom of the 8th inning, and this thing is, right now, this thing is 5-2, the Nick Leahy League. They got Bob Robertson, he's a pinch hitter, he's hitting .361, and they're trying to add a little bit on. Nick Leahy League will maybe get, as Jim Bibby will stay in here, they might get to host the World Series, the home field advantage for the World Series. As you know, it goes 2-3-2. High pop fly. And underneath, that'll be 1 out. Oh, totally different look to these teams. So here comes Hideki Okajima. Hideki Okajima to Richie Hebner. Hebner has hit one. It had to stop because it had somebody on it without a passport. It's still going, but Hideki Okajima, Hebner, if he gets a base hit, he's probably going to get MVP. He has a home run and an RBI, but if he jacks another, he'll get MVP easily. It'll be a strike 1-1. So Hideki trying to stop Hebner, and that's going to be fouled off. 1-2. It's so tough to get runs. Struck him out, and Hebner goes down. I think Mickey Cochran's going to get the MVP. 2 outs, and here's Jimmy Dykes, who's 0 for 1. He's the shortstop. Jimmy's going to foul it off, 0-1. Jimmy's a career .283 hitter. High and deep to left. Good night there. He's 1 for 2. And a big home run. Very, very big. And it's 6-2. Jimmy Dykes, 483 feet. Jimmy Dykes with 2 outs. They gotta, it's still one swing of the bat. That's big, and Okajima, oh my goodness, 483 feet for Jimmy Dykes. That's going to be a strike to Chase Utley, who's 1 for 1 today. It'll be 1-1. Utley had a single in the 6th inning. That'll be 2-1. Fouled that thing off, 2-2. Jimmy Dykes, 483 feet. And he didn't go there. Full count, 2 outs. Fouled it off again. The pitch again. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. We go to the 9th inning. They need 4 runs. The Darren King League, they need 4 of them. And that's going to be, well, I mean, we go to the 9th inning, and Tommy John will come in. Tommy John against Anthony Rizzo. And if you're the Darren King League, Darren King needs runners on. Swing and a miss here, that's going to be a strike. So Tommy John, he's going to probably face a total of 8 batters at most. The 0-2. He's going to try and get him out. Here, no. 1-2. Low, barely. Anthony Rizzo's 0 for 1 today. He's hitting over 400 at home. And that's going to be a shot to left field and foul. He's hitting 374 total versus lefties. He's hitting 393. Struck him out, but here he sits down. And 2 more outs, and the winner of the Nick Leahy League will host the World Series. Here's Miguel Cabrera, a career 318 hitter, 295 home runs to this point, and it'll be a ball. So Tommy John, that's going to be a hard shot. Short to first, and that's going to be 2 outs. Jimmy Dykes, a good one, and now they're down to their final out. Ian Kinsler for Texas. Ian Kinsler. It's going to be a ball, 1-0. Sinker 1-1. Tommy John against Kinsler. That's going to be fouled back again, 1-2, and they're down to their last strike. So Tommy John wants to win this All-Star game right here. That's going to be to right field. If it hits fair, it is foul. 1-2 again with 2 outs. It'll be 2-2. The pitch. 3-2. They might get a little bit of hope here. They need to get a lot of people on base. The full count with 2 outs to Ian Kinsler. High into left field. This one should be caught. This should end the game. And it does. And the All-Star game is over. It is over. The final is 6-2. The Nick Leahy League 6-2 winners. They win the game. That is big. Well, as you take a look, 6-2 winners. Right here, the final score is simply 6-2. I did it again. I left it up. You know, I did leave it up. What the heck? I have to learn not to do that. But I did. I hate when I do that. The final score here is 6-2. I left that up by accident. Sorry. Here's the stats right here. It was a 2-run double by Altuve, and then Singleton drew the walk, and Cochran hit a 3-run home run. And after that 3-run home run, it was it. The MVP of today's game is Mickey Cochran. Mickey Cochran today, he was 1 for 3 with the 3-run home run. He was the catcher, and nobody stole a base today. Nobody had 1 stolen base. And as you can take a look for RBIs, he had the most RBIs, Altuve, with the 2 RBIs, the only 2 of the Nick Leahy League. And this is a mess. And you can find all the stats and the facts and the figures and everything in the website. So that's going to be it for today. The Nick Leahy League winner will host the World Series as they win the initial All-Star game 6-2. Have a great day. Thank you very much for everything, and we will see you later.